Hey, hello. Are you feeling kind of really fed up? Like you want to give up? You feel like you've tried for so long, to get somewhere. You've done lots and lots of good work, really hard work that's helping humanity or the planet, and you have no money and you've got maybe a family to look after, and you feel like if something is not going to happen tomorrow, I'm going to give up. I want to say to you, that's a good thing. And hold on, stay tuned. I've got 3 steps or 3 tips for you to move you forward. Okay, I'm Cummins, and my purpose here for my channel is to actually help you to learn to live from unconditional love and getting out of your mind, letting go of your ego, dismantling your ego, choosing to live from love instead of fear, and choosing to live from the female side of the brain, from the right side of the brain, much more. That's because that's connected to all that is, instead of living from the right side of the brain. That's just like an isolated unit that is not connected to all that is. And it's about moving up into the 5th dimension through living your life from unconditional love. So that's my passion, and I love speaking about that. And a lot of it has to do with dismantling the egoic mind and moving out of the left brain. Okay, so if you are feeling really fed up and maybe low and down, frustrated, or maybe sad or angry at God, perhaps even, at life itself, because you've done so much and you haven't got anything to show for. And you know what? I've been there many, many times. And, every time I feel when that happens, I'm hitting against the wall. It's like feeling, being at rock bottom, and which is also a good thing, actually. And you might have noticed that it's a good place to be, because then you can't go any lower. So that's the first thing. Maybe just notice that. Notice where you are. Really be present to it. And then, this is the step 1, and that's the key. Notice that you are resisting. You're fighting against life as it is. You don't like it. It feels painful. It feels heavy. It feels difficult. So of course, therefore, you don't like it. And there is a reason why it feels heavy, difficult, and hard work and all that. It's not because that's what life is doing to you. It's because you are choosing to, or you have chosen to live your life from the left brain. And the left brain is always trying. It's trying this, it's trying that. It's doing really hard work in this area and then doing really hard work in another area. And all the hard work and the trying is coming from the left brain. Because if it wasn't coming from the left brain, it would be flowing. Because then it would come from the right brain, it would come from the creative side of you, it would come from the side of you that's connected with your heart and your soul. And you would just do it, it wouldn't feel like a trying. You just do it, and you don't even care whether it's going to have a harvest at the end. You do it because you enjoy it, because it feels in flow. And when you're coming though from the left brain, you're kind of coming from an isolated unit that is just all the resources it has. This left brain is what it has experienced before, which is very limited. It's a limited experience, It's only where you've been. It's only the memories you can go by, or what you've seen around your life, in your life with other people, and that's it. So you're probably trying to do what other people are doing or have done. You maybe are doing what some other people are telling you to do, or you might be doing something that is like a logical next step, even though it doesn't feel good to you, or it's not what you want to do, but you feel you should be doing it. So does that ring a bell? And now the first, again, let's just come back to the very first key. The golden key is to let go of the resistance. Let go of the fighting against what is. Let go of the not wanting it as it is. So just come from that point of view where everything that is created somehow. And whether it's created from, you know, from your heart's desire or not, let's just put that aside. But by just accepting that you actually have created this somehow, because the universe or life force energy is always supporting you with everything you want. You put out there, you decide, you think about, and you believe on, you know. So if you can just own, okay, this is here because somehow I have created it. And if you can say thank you for that. Okay, if you can say thank you for the creation that is here right now. Thank you for the situation that I have in my life right now. How does that feel? So when I did that, it was immediately, there was a relief. Immediately I felt I was letting go. I was surrendering, and I stopped the battling. And just by doing that, it already felt, okay, let go, you know? So that's the first step. So, you know, because if you can't accept what is there, because you have created it somehow, then you're battling with yourself. You want to deny life. You want to deny its power. You want to make it wrong. And you want to not be in existence. Okay, you can have it not in existence, but there is some steps to be done, and that involves you. It's not going to happen somehow that it changes, okay? So step one is accepting what is. Stop the battling, stop the fighting. Say thank you. Thank you for showing me this. And as it is not what you want, then just think about, how did I create this? Maybe you have created it out of desperation, need, you know, oh, I really need to make money now. I've had this so many times. I've had this for decades, maybe. Always thinking I didn't have enough, although I actually did, really. And that's another aspect, you see. You could look at it, maybe you just have this thought, I don't have enough, I need to create more. I need to give my children more than they have, or, you know, I need to be a better provider, or I need to be a better mom, you know, I'm hardly around for my children, I'm working too much, you know, whatever it is that you're thinking, that's not helpful, right? So again, maybe you can just say thank you for everything that you already have. And then you stop that thought, it's not enough, you know, because if you keep on thinking that, you will have the same again. So step one is to accept, to stop the resistance, and then to look into what is it that I am thinking a lot about? What is it that I am believing about myself, about my life, about my abilities maybe? And that, you know, I would write that down. I would spend some time sitting down. What is the inner mind chatter that I have? What's the thoughts that I tell myself a lot? What's the complaining I'm doing, you know? And what is the, you know, energy that is actually getting you low? Because it's always beliefs and thoughts that's getting you low. And by doing all that, you're already opening the door further to let God, to let the life force flow through you with much more ease. You are not blocking it any longer by feeling a resistance towards a life as it is. Every form of resistance is pinching off the life force energy. See, only if we can say yes wholeheartedly to everything that is, yes to everything that is, we then can change and shift that, whatever is, much, much faster, sometimes really fast, than if we were continuing with this, I don't like this, I don't want this, this is bad, this is difficult, this, I don't, you know, all that stuff. Can you see that? So then we become one with the flow of life. You know, we say, okay, thank you, life, for bringing me this difficult situation. Now that I can look at it from a more objective point of view, without the resistance, I can also decide much better what I would like to have instead. Can you see that? And then your creative powers come in again, you know, then your left brain, your joy, maybe your love comes in, and your heart can come in and say, okay, what I would love is, then write it out. And then, see, you've got 2 pages maybe. You've got 1 page full up with all the thoughts and beliefs and sentences that you have been saying and thinking, and then you have got the other page that is all talking about what your heart actually wants to express and experience. Okay? So, and then, you know, it's now really, really important that you take back your power. And you're not blaming, you know, the life or whatever is happening in you, blaming people, blaming life, blaming the situation. You're taking back your power now. This is the last step. Where you are choosing which side, which paper do you want to follow? This one with the old beliefs and all that mind chatter that makes you feel low, or the other one? And I know it takes some practice, and that's okay. But you have to start somewhere. It always takes work to get out of the little bowl, you know, the little, it's like a, imagine you are like a little fish like goldfish in a bowl, and that's the goldfish in the left brain. It's a small little bowl, but you want to jump into the bigger bowl and become a bigger fish and become a, you know, experience more of the world and have more water around you, more possibilities. Then you need work. You need work to get there. And the work is to keep on choosing what your heart desires, what feels good, what is expansive, no matter what your rational and left brain mind might say to you. And very often, and most often, the mind chatter, the negative mind chatter, is all based in some limiting beliefs, you know. The limiting beliefs are kind of the breeding ground for all of that negative mind chatter, for the stories that you're telling yourself. You know, it might all come down to, I'm just not good enough. And that's really the root cause, you know, for what's happening in your life. And if you can find that, that's really good, you know. Then you are becoming more advanced. Then you are actually helping yourself to get out of that little goldfish bowl and get into the bigger ocean. You see? Because it's that belief that you've been holding on to and you've been talking and telling yourself again and again. That's what's recreating the reality that you had. So by becoming aware of that belief and then deciding, that's coming from the realm of fear and limitation and lack. I do not wish to live from that realm any longer. You can just give it awareness from your light, from your heart. You can embrace it. You can pull it into your heart, and you can shine light from your heart onto it, and, you know, let it go that way. And then decide, I am now living much more, you know, to the best of my ability, from the bigger picture, from the expansive self that I truly am, from the self who I want to be. And it is a really good idea if you can imagine every day and feel every day, what is it like when I am the one that I want to be? And there is no more limitation. And I'm having the life that I enjoy. You must be able to feel how that feels, you see. Even if you just spend 1 or 2 minutes every day. Really good, just first thing when you wake up and last thing before you go to sleep, you know. Again, that's the little work that you need to do in order to get to the open ocean, to the vast infinite space that you want to be in. Just imagine and feel what it's like when you are the one you want to be. And then stop all complaining, you know, all limited thinking, and all little goldfish ball thinking, right? Stop all of that. As much as you can, observe yourself. If you find you are not, you're going back to the little me, just correct it, lovingly, no judgment, okay? Lovingly. And then praise yourself for, at the end of the day, oh, wow, I've spent so many minutes already today in the big ocean, in the vast, expansive realm where I really want to be. Okay, I hope that helped you. And, if you want any help with us, if you feel you love to be able to expand yourself, to come out of that little ego me, the little confined me, and you want to go further, and you want to advance faster into the big me, into the bigger ocean, and you know the principles, and you have the understanding that you really are an unlimited being, but it's so hard for you to not get triggered and to live from the little me that feels depleted, that feels easily discouraged and doesn't know how to really get there. And if you are longing to have personally individualized support by me, I have a program that I offer you. It's a 3-month program where we work together one-to-one, very individually, where we meet twice a week for 3 months, and we look at the limiting beliefs. We look at what's hindering you, what sort of thoughts and ways of thinking is holding you back, where are you resisting, what are you holding on to, all of that's holding you back to get to the next level. So if you want to have support, if you feel like, wow, that would be so amazing if I had a mentor, a spiritual guide, someone, that's what I use energy healing. I use my own unique, intuitively guided healing processes that often involve the inner child, or parts of you, all parts of you that simply haven't been looked at, and that they need love, your own love and your own light. And so we work with your own higher self and with your soul energy, and just dissolve that. So if that's something you are interested in, then please, under the video, I will leave a link to my Facebook group as well, and to my Facebook profile, where you can connect with me. And or of course you can just leave a comment here, and I will just I will see the comment and we connect that way. So let me know if that's something you'd like help with. Then I'd be so honored to help you, and I can't wait to see you shine. Okay, if this was helpful, please click the like button. If you want to see more videos on how to live from love, from unconditional love, please subscribe, hit the bell icon so you get notifications, and I can't wait to be with you again. Bye for now.